Well, this is a check-in point for 1 month of being back from the trail. A lot of people ask about the adjustment period, how it is coming from hiking every day for 6, 7 months, or some people shorter, but a long time, to coming home and everything just changes. And I know a lot of people, the adjustment period is different, or what they have a hard time getting adjusted to, because I've read a lot about other people's adjustments. And uh, I some people that hike the trail, I mean, it really gets in their blood, and they come home and they talk about possibly sleeping outside for a couple days to get used to being home, and because they miss the trail so much. I can say that wasn't my case. I love a comfortable bed, a pillow, not being in the weather. The adjustment for that, for being home, has been really easy for me. I I miss some of the things from the trail. I miss some of the camaraderie of running into people, maybe 2 months you haven't seen them, and all of a sudden it's, hey, Drifter, and you catch up on how the trail was for you. And the people is it's a big part of it. And some of the people you bond with more than others, but just not running into the people is kind of different for me. That the social aspect of it, uh, I kind of miss that. But as far as being home, the food, it actually probably broke me of the habit of junk food, because I have no desire to eat candy bars and all the kind of junk I ate before we left, because that's all I ate on the trail. Uh, Not really interested in processed foods, with like just craving stuff that's better for you, because we had such a steady diet of junk on the trail. Uh, Blue would do a little better in town. She would crave some of the good food that's good for you, but I always gravitated toward the lousy stuff. A couple Big Macs, just anything I could get my hands on like that. A couple Snicker bars. But so the food part, again, has been pretty easy for me to adjust to too, because I don't miss that stuff that we had on the trail. And a lot of people say they can eat anything they want on the trail, and they come home and they do the same. And that just hasn't been my uh, deal, because I'm just was tired of the junk. So as far as sleeping and getting used to being in a house and the diet, that's all gone pretty good for me. I came home saying I'm never gonna hike a very long distance hike again, and the other day I was talking about doing it southbound in a few years. So I don't know. It just changes the ideas in my head. Like I said, there's stuff I miss about the trail. I miss the creeks and the sounds at night of the river, and just how quiet it is in the morning, and the birds wake you up, and that's your alarm clock. And you don't have the pressures you have at home. Like now, I'm probably going to be like Blue. I'm going to be returning to work a little bit, at least until at least a year or so, when I can collect unemployment, when I can collect Social Security. But that there's parts you miss. And then you'd swear I came home and I was hurting, and I swore I was never going on more than a in and out hike, maybe one day in and back out for the rest of my life. And now I'm contemplating a flip hike or a southbound hike on the Appalachian Trail. Whether that'll happen or not, I don't know, and it'll be a few years down the line if it does. But so a month home, I lost 28 pounds on the trail at one point, and I rebounded a little bit. And since I've been back home, I'm finally starting to work out, starting to lift some weights, and I'm only about 10 pounds away now from when I left for the trail. So that's pretty good recovery for me. I didn't know whether it would go that quick for me because of my metabolism, but so I'm feeling better about myself. I was feeling really too thin, and I knew that was going to be part of it for me. But Yeah, so everything for me has been a pretty easy adjustment. My aches and pains are going away, at least the ones I got on the trail. My knees were bad before we went out there, so I still feel those. But if I feel working out, I feel stronger, and just been a pretty easy adjustment. Uh, that was one of the big questions that I was getting was what's and I before when they asked me how I thought I would adjust when I got home, I said I have no idea, and I'm pleasantly surprised it's went this well. If anybody has any other questions about uh, post trail, adjustments, or they're planning a through hike and they're going to leave early. We left early. We left in January, so we know a little bit about the leaving in the snow period. The trail is a mess out there right now with the hurricanes, and it's going to be bad for a while. We just like to all those towns that we pass through. They're in our thoughts and prayers, and all the people, the first responders, and everybody that's out there helping that region right now. We'd like to thank them because it's a they're great little communities and they're really suffering right now. Okay, well, that's about it, and we will talk to you soon.
Bye.